He whispered, "You're crazy." I replied, "No, you forgot about the cloud." That was the moment everything changed. Not because I raised my voice, not because I accused her, but because, for the first time, I wasn't guessing. People think relationships end with explosions, screaming matches, broken plates, slammed doors, but ours didn't start breaking loudly. It started quietly. She was still there, technically, still sleeping beside me, still asking about my day. But her attention lived somewhere else. Her phone never left her hand. Notifications stayed muted. The screen turned away the second I walked into the room. When I reached for her at night, she'd pull away slightly. Not enough to start a fight, just enough to make me feel foolish for trying. And every time I noticed, every time I asked something small, she had the same response. "You don't trust me." Not an explanation, not reassurance, an accusation. I wasn't interrogating her. I wasn't demanding passwords or timelines. I asked normal questions. Who were you talking to so late? Why did you get home after midnight again? Why does your phone never ring anymore? She'd sigh, shake her head, smile like I was embarrassing myself. "I can't believe you'd think like that," she'd say. "You're insecure. You need to work on your trust issues." And slowly, very carefully, she trained me to apologize for noticing. I started second-guessing myself, replaying conversations in my head, telling myself I was reading too much into things. That's how manipulation works. It doesn't deny reality. It reframes it. The night I stopped arguing was the night I stopped guessing. She had left her tablet on the kitchen counter, the one she said she barely used anymore. It lit up while I was washing dishes. Once, twice. I didn't touch it at first. But then I saw the notification preview. A message, a name I didn't recognize, a heart emoji. My chest tightened. I picked up the tablet. It unlocked instantly. No password. Because she never imagined I'd check the one place she forgot to guard. What I found wasn't one conversation. It was months. Messages synced automatically. Photos she thought were gone. Voice notes saved without permission. The cloud doesn't care about lies. It keeps receipts. She talked to him differently. Soft, present, interested. The version of her I hadn't seen in a long time. She complained about me, said I was controlling, suspicious, emotionally exhausting. Every doubt she planted in my head. She used to justify betraying me. I sat there for a long time, not crying, not shaking, just reading. Then I took screenshots, every message, every date, every contradiction, and I put the tablet back exactly where it was. I didn't confront her. Not that night, not the next day. I wanted to see how confident she was, how easily she'd keep accusing me of mistrust, while sitting on a truth she assumed I'd never uncover. For days, I watched her, texting with her screen angled away, smiling at messages she never shared, coming home late with irritation already loaded. Every time I asked something small, "You don't trust me." Every time. She didn't know the lie was already collapsing. That night, she came to bed late, slipped under the covers, turned her back to me. I was awake. "Can I ask you something?" I said quietly. She sighed. "What now? Why did you tell him you felt more understood with him than with me?" She stiffened. "What are you talking about?" I waited. She turned toward me. And that's when she said it. At midnight. The sentence she thought would end the conversation. "You don't trust me." I looked at her calmly. "No," I replied. "I don't." Her eyes widened. "So you admit it?" she snapped. "After everything?" I nodded. "Because I checked." Her face changed instantly. "Checked what?" she asked too quickly. "The cloud," I said. "The messages, the photos, the conversations you thought were gone." She sat up. "You went through my things?" she snapped. I didn't raise my voice. "I verified what you kept denying." She laughed nervously. "This is insane." I picked up my phone, opened a screenshot, held it out. Her laughter stopped. She stared at the screen, scrolled, swallowed. "That's not what it looks like," she said. I tilted my head. "You told him I was paranoid," I replied, while telling me nothing was happening. Silence. "You said you felt trapped," I continued, "but you never left." She rubbed her face. "You invaded my privacy." I nodded. "You invaded our relationship." She looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time, not confused, cornered. "How long?" I asked. She didn't answer. "How long?" I repeated. 6 months, she whispered. 6 months. Of lies, of deflection, of turning my instincts into character flaws. "And the trips?" I asked. She looked away. "That was him." I exhaled slowly. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. "It didn't mean anything," she said quickly. "I was lonely." "I didn't think you'd ever find out." That last part mattered most. "You weren't sorry," I said calmly. "You were comfortable." She started crying. Real tears. But tears don't rebuild trust, especially when trust was already gone. "You don't get to accuse someone of mistrust," I continued, while building a second reality. She shook her head. "I didn't want to lose you." "You lost me every time you made me doubt myself," I replied. I stood up, grabbed my jacket. She followed me into the hallway. "Please don't leave like this," she begged. I turned back. "You left first," I said. "You just stayed physically present." Her knees buckled. I opened the door, and for the first time in months, I felt clear. The messages came later. Apologies, explanations, promises. I didn't reply. Because trust isn't broken when someone cheats. It's broken when they convince you you're wrong for noticing. When someone keeps saying, "You don't trust me," what they really mean is, "Stop looking." And the moment you check, the truth doesn't argue. It ends things quietly. If this story resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone who needs clarity tonight, and tell me in the comments, would you have checked or kept trusting?